Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Pineville city officials made a major announcement about the future of health care in Bell County. And police asked for help finding a Whitley County man accused of murdering his girlfriend, who is still on the loose after almost 2 weeks of searching. Plus, people in Virginia Beach continue to mourn after a mass shooting that happened this past Friday that left 12 people dead.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Tuesday, June the 4th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. Well, yesterday was an absolutely glorious day, and we hope today will be much of the same. Let's bring Brandon in this morning on this Tuesday to get a breakdown of what to expect. Brandon, good morning.
Good morning, my friend. Welcome back. Hopefully you had a good weekend there, a 3-day weekend, but you came back at the right time. One more nice day, and then we're back into monsoon season as we see rain chances basically for the rest of this week. Let's take a look what's going on this morning. A little cool this morning, not too much UVA-wise. A few clouds across parts of the area. You can see that there on the satellite and radar, but again, no major issues in the overnight hours. Everything's staying dry and quiet. Live pinpoint Doppler radar, all clean scans again this morning. But again, things are going to change. Visibility, not too bad heading out the door. Temperatures, that's where we're at. Look at this, 50 in Jonesville, 51 in Harlan, 52 here in Hazard, 54 in Pikeville, and 55, one of the warmer spots up in Jackson. Out the door forecast, a little chilly to start the day, but we're going to see temperatures climb quickly into the low 80s this afternoon. The rest of the forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, during a speech, Pineville Mayor Scott Maiden said Monday that the city of Pineville is taking over the Southeastern Kentucky Medical Center. The hospital was facing financial hardships and is in danger of shutting down. Employees at the hospital have not been paid in about 8 weeks. Previous ownership even had their contracts terminated with Medicare and Medicaid. Since a majority of the revenue for the hospital came from Medicare and Medicaid patients, officials say they will have to lay off some employees while they work on getting the contracts reinstated.
When Medicare and Medicaid gets reinstituted, we'll be able to start hiring quite a few more back. I mean, because that's how we put people in the hospital, and that's how we have our additional services.
The hospital has been renamed Pineville Community Health Care. While under previous ownership, nearly all departments were shut down. Only the emergency room is still operational. Maiden says city officials are working to change that. A fire Monday morning caused thousands of dollars in damage. Neighbors say they rushed outside to try and help before firefighters arrived. But as WYMT's Hannah Reynolds learned, it also damaged some of their property. She reports from Corbin.
People living on Foley Road were shocked Monday morning.
Yeah, I was up this morning watching TV or whatever, and I heard my neighbor yelling, "David, David," and I come running outside.
And this is what David Sizemore saw. He says while no one lived in the trailer that was used as a storage shed, people live in his house.
My parents was getting our kids out. I mean, they got to a safe destination over there away from the flames and smoke.
So David immediately started to save as much as he could.
And I just kept spraying our trailer, trying to wet everything down to keep everything cooled off. But the flames got so high, you know what I mean? It got so hot, I had to back away a little bit.
The siding was warped on the home. In addition, they lost 3 trucks, and the fire damaged several lawn mowers.
This is a trailer used for storage for somebody, and they've lost whatever they stored and things like that. But it's a little bit easier on us when we know somebody's not out of their house.
Firefighters say no one was injured in the fire, and they do not know what caused it. In Corbin, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
Firefighters say a litter of kittens that were believed to be inside of the trailer have not been found. Deputies in Bell County say they're investigating multiple break-ins happening in the Laurel Hill area. 5 units at Cap Storage were also broken into over the weekend in the Page area of Bell County. If you know anything about these break-ins, call the Bell County Sheriff's Department at 606-337-3102. Your information will be kept confidential. In Tennessee, Claiborne County to be exact, the sheriff's office there said a traffic stop led them to arrest 2 people Monday morning. Reports from the sheriff's office say deputies pulled the vehicle over for broken taillights when a search of the vehicle led to 4 ounces of what they believe to be meth. The driver, Devin Sean McCosco Lewis, was arrested on drug charges. Further investigation led authorities to the discovery of a variety of other drugs, multiple guns, and more than $2,000 in cash. They also found Stephen King and arrested him on Claiborne County warrants. Still no sign of a Whitley County man wanted for murder. Police need your help finding Nicholas Rucker. The search is now in its second week. Rucker is accused of killing his girlfriend, 57-year-old Vicki Connor. She was found dead last Wednesday in Corbin. Rucker was spotted a couple of times last week. One time, a CSX worker reported seeing him in Tennessee. Police say he is considered dangerous. Jury selection started yesterday in a Perry County murder case. In August of last year, police say Harold Hayes killed Terry Stidham. The shooting happened on Elm Shoal Branch in the Combs community. Hayes faces murder and tampering with physical evidence charges. Court officials tell us jury selection will continue later today. Human remains that were found in Arkansas last Friday have been positively identified as those of 4-year-old Malia Davis. The Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences said the 4-year-old girl's cause of death is still being investigated. Malia was reported missing in early May by her mother's former fiance, Darian Vence. He was arrested several days after reporting Malia missing. He initially told police that Malia had been abducted by a group of men, but investigators found signs of decay in his car and blood evidence in his apartment. Police in Virginia Beach continue to mourn after a shooting that happened Friday. Police say the city engineer who opened fire in a municipal building was not disgruntled, but had just resigned. The community is still remembering the 12 people who died. Among them, the owner of a nearby pizza shop, who says 8 of the victims were regular customers.
We know at least 8 of the victims. They used to come here all the time, having a lunch with us. They are very sweet people. They are nice people.
Members of a church near the Municipal Center held a vigil for the victims yesterday afternoon. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Just ahead, a Johnson County team won the state competition for Doodle for Google. And now she is heading to the national contest where some big prizes are up for grabs.
One more nice day across the area before the forecast turns soggy. I'll have the details for you in about 3 minutes.